This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the third-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Oregon's offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off by the shotgun. Tackle at the 40, and we're in a fresh set of downs.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Pass on the jet sweep. Great cut. They whiff on him. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Ducks. He would not be denied. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And now to try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. They're going to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's past the marker and still going. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be first and 10 from there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Back to pass. It's Moore. The receiver makes the catch. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This is the 6th play on the drive. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the slump will bring him down quickly.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. It's saying, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's gone. They keep the drive going. It's a first down. Six.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It creates some vertical seams for big plays.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Watson. A quick spin move. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Chris, I was really zeroed in there on that wide receiver, just watching his route. Did a nice job against zone coverage of being able to get downfield and then settle into that soft spot to give his quarterback a chance and an easy target for a big gain and a first down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really the back end, nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now it's second down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Moore. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Going after, not right through. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Moore. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. And the Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They got off to a slow start, but they had been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards and a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Trey Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
The pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
He hands it to the back. Powers through. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Return will brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. It's hard running there through a tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Tailback with another carry. Race into the clear. Tackle was made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First and 10 now for the offense. They'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Ducks will line up on first and 10. Looking to pass this time. Caught quickly. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Can he get that on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Using his legs, it's Williamson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down. And Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The completion makes it 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Jones. Finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. He's got enough for the 1st down and still going. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
The Buckeyes move into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
What a call here by this offense, and unfortunately, the receiver drops this drag route. So much real estate in front of him, a big gain missed by the drop.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will tie the game here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten championship.
The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. They get the second half started with a running play. Finds room at the 30. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches his 38. First down from there.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
The Buckeyes pick up first down. And they'll give it to the back. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Single back, takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Over the middle. It's Porter. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they jump on top here in the second half. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. To the air, it's Moore. Short connection to the tight end here. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Punt over the middle. It's Moore. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough to give the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
To throw, it's Sand. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, this guy is having some kind of day. That's another catch from him. And this time out of the slot, he picks up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Graham. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain what should be the last play of this third quarter. What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter set to get underway. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Gets the football. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Grab down the middle. It's Vaughn. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Looking downfield, it's Sand. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 56 yards away, never in doubt. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They mix it up with a run. As the first down is still going. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down with an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. They'll run it here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Back to throw. It's Sayant. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice...
Looking deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. And off the bounce, that pump will roll out of bounds. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Leaning on the run game here. Got the 1st down and still motoring. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And the wideout goes in motion. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Moore. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. The Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Conference championship trophy at stake. This offense got to find the end zone in this possession. Grab behind the line. It's Graham. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Williamson. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. A quick throw out left complete. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. Dropping back, Sayan. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. Would have been huge. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Their last chance here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Ohio State. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing to pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Obviously, a high-scoring game, but they just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this one there'd be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly didn't disappoint, but ultimately that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another